Here we have for sale our May 2021 on a 21 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6.1, which is the shape, which you can tell from the front end here. This is a T28, meaning it's got a 2.8 tonne gross vehicle weight. This has got the 2 litre TDI 150 brake horsepower Euro 6 engine, which is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the short wheelbase Highline van. As you can see, there are a number of elements which are not standard on this vehicle, so of course we will be talking you through those during this video. But we'll also talk you through the standard spec which you get on a Highline, and we'll also talk you through the condition of this particular example, seeing as it is available for sale at the time of recording. Starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. What I mean by that are 2 doors which open like so. The first thing to note here, which has been added to this vehicle, are these lovely rear barn door spoilers, and that really ties in with a lot of the other styling which is on the van, but certainly helps with that sporty look. The other thing which has been changed here is we have had windows which have been put into this particular set of barn doors. Of course aids with visibility, but you'll see why in just a second when we open up the rear doors. On a Highline, as standard, you get colour-coded bumpers. So you can see here the rear bumper is colour-coded in the lovely metallic colour, which is deep black pearl on a VW. And you can see here that we do get rear parking sensors as standard. In terms of condition here at the rear of the vehicle, it must be said it's all looking in very, very good order. There are a couple of marks on top of the rear bumper protector, ironically enough, which of course is what it is there to do. So you can see this one just here, and I can just see a very, very tiny little pin dent just at the bottom of that door there, but as I say, that is being very critical, and as I say, it is very minor indeed. Otherwise, all looking in fantastic order here, no issues at all. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look inside the back of here. Now then, once you open up the first door, first thing you'll note, you can see that this van is fully carpeted in the back. When you look into the gap here of the rear barn doors, you can see there's a button there which says press. If you do that, you can actually then open the rear door up fully to its full 180-degree position, and sometimes on the video here it could be difficult to tell actually that is a glazed window, but now you can see that you do have good visibility from the inside. From the outside they are sort of privacy, so you get mainly reflections from the outside, but from the inside you can clearly see out. You can do of course exactly the same with the other barn door as well. So once you open that up, press on the little button just there, and then, as I say, you've got maximum accessibility then. Now looking into the back of the vehicle, as I say, you can see that this vehicle has been fully carpet lined. There is some insulation behind here as well, but this really gives it much more of a sort of car-like feel, but critically, it helps to deaden the sound in the back of the vehicle. So anyone who's had a Volkswagen Transporter, especially a Kombi in the past, where they're open like this, you will know you do get a bit of road noise. So this really does aid in deadening that sound, and as I say, it gives it a much more warm, premium feel in the back. You can also see, which I think is a really, really nice touch, is that we have got a suede or Alcantara style headlining throughout the vehicle, and there are some LEDs which have been replaced instead of the standard lights. So as I say, just a really, really nice look there in the back of the van. In terms of condition, as I say, you get the lovely rubber flooring in the back here, which is nice soft touch, and as I say, you do have a number of tie-down points in the back there as well. We'll continue then to go around the outside of the vehicle, and then looking here down the passenger side here, you can just see how clean and straight this is. There's no dents or marks or anything like that. It's really looking in fantastic order, and black of course is great for the reflections, and this is exactly what we look for, as I say, when looking for these dents, using these reflections here where available, and you can just see how clean and tidy this is. Now then, let's talk a bit about the styling here. So this van has had a lot of elements added from Leighton vans, so you can see that we have got the very, very nice 20-inch gloss black LV1 Leighton vans alloy wheels, and what I really like about these is that they are staggered in width. So on the front, it's best if I show you from this sort of angle here. On the front, you can see that there is not a great sort of dish on the wheel, but as we go towards the rear wheel, you can see that you get much more of a sort of concave shape there, and it just really adds to the look. It's quite surprising. I say, really, you need to see it in the flesh to fully appreciate it, but it just looks absolutely fantastic on the van. You can also see here, while we're down here, that we do have sidebars. There are also roof bars which have been added to the vehicle as well. If we open up the side loading door then, we can start to have a look at the interior of the vehicle. Now, this van did start its life as a panel van, but as you can see here, there have been VW seats using VW fixings and everything fitted into the back to complete a Kombi conversion. Windows have also been added, so opening windows on both sides, and you can see here, being the factory VW seat that this is, you can see then that we have the ISOFIX compatibility on the outside. There are also a number of tabs, so you can use these tabs just here to fold the seat down flat, or you can actually flip it up and remove it in literally a matter of seconds if you wanted to. So that is one of the big benefits of the Kombi, is, as I say, you can take that seat right out. As I say, you've still got that lovely rubber flooring coming right through here, and this is where you can see the back of the front seats, and all in fantastic condition here. And just again, just the way this has been finished with all the carpet lining around the edge, and the way that the Alcantara or suede comes and meets the front head lining, all been done very well indeed. Shut the side loading door, we can then have a look inside the cab, opening up the passenger door here. You can see the passenger door card all in fantastic order. Same with the step down here. In terms of the floor, if we move the mat out of the way, you can see that the floor is in as new condition. Very, very nice indeed. They call this the brick pattern. So as I say, on this age of a Highline, this is what the trim that you would get as standard. I think it's really, really smart. This one is spec'd with a 2 and a 1 in the front, and when you've got the double like this, you can flip it up forward, and it gives you some fantastic storage there underneath the front seats. Looking then into the middle, we have got a cup holder here, a 12-volt socket, and also a couple of USB-C ports just there as well. Looking at the dashboard, you can see it's all in really, really good condition there, and you can turn the passenger airbag off there as well if you were to carry a child in the front. Moving then around towards the front of the vehicle, and as I say, this is really where we get to the business end of this van. So again, from Leighton Vans, we've got the full LVS front spoiler here with the gloss black lower front splitter as well, and that just gives a massive enhancement to the look of the front of the vehicle. The other thing which has been changed here at the front is that all of the grills have been changed for gloss black, and I just think when you've got a gloss black vehicle, of course, when you tie all of that in, you really get that sort of blacked out look. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, including the badge as well, and even these, what would be a chrome streamer going across the middle there. Everything has been changed for gloss black. I say all of these parts have come from Leighton Vans. The other thing which has been changed as well, the vehicle has been lowered, so it's about 30 or 40 millimeters front and rear, and again just helps those wheels sit within the arches that much nicer. You do get, with it being lowered and on 20-inch wheels on very, very full lock, you do get a slight rub on the arch, but as I say, nothing severe. But as I say, that is only on the absolute full lock on the vehicle. On a Highline as well, you do of course get front parking sensors as standard and front fog lights as well. Moving then, continuing around the vehicle, as I say, in terms of condition here at the front, pretty difficult to fault. A couple of stone chips and things like that, but certainly nothing severe at all. And then looking down the driver's side of the vehicle, very, very clean and straight. As I say, you can just see how nice it is in those reflections, those lovely dished rear alloys. Just look absolutely fantastic when you tie that into the sidebars there. I've had a good look around this vehicle. The only sort of thing I can really fault it on, there has been a touch-in just here on the very edge of the door, and there is a little touch-in just here down the door as well. I say very minor. It's actually quite difficult to pick it up in the camera. You could just about see it there, but I say not particularly noticeable. But as I say, if there's anything that I can see, I always like to be as transparent as possible. I will point that out to you. You can see also here that wind deflectors have been added to the vehicle as well. And then if we open up the driver's door, we can start to have a look inside here. So spec on the interior of a Highline: electric windows, electric heated fold-in mirrors on this particular example, auto-activated lights. You've also got auto-activated wipers. You can see that we do have 2 full remote keys with this van. Leather multifunction steering wheel with a flat bottom. On the left hand side we've got the cruise control settings just then. Of course you can control the volume for the radio, and on the right hand side you've got your onboard computer as well. If we look into the middle then, at the screen here in the middle, 5,014 miles recorded there on the odometer. Looking at the driver's seat, twin adjustable armrests on the driver's seat. You can use the little dial just under there to set your desired height. Height adjustability as well on the driver's seat. Looking then in the middle, 6-speed manual gearbox, as I mentioned at the start of the video. Being a Highline, you do get air conditioning as standard. And then on the right hand side here, you have your heated windscreen button just there. On the left hand side, you can turn your start stop off, and also your parking sensors on or off if you wanted to. There's a 12-volt socket up on top. We've got a lovely original book pack there as well. And then onto the screen in the middle. So you can see here, because this vehicle has just been maneuvered and parked, we do have the parking sensor display up there. If we turn that off, this is the main menu. Go to radio, you can see that we do have DAB radio on here. Of course you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth if you want to. And if you click on the app button, you can see that you've got App Connect on here. So crucially, you've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well, which just really opens up the usability of that infotainment system. So just to summarise, this is actually a May 2021. I think it was registered at the very end of May 2021 on a 21 plate Volkswagen Transporter. It's the T6.1. As I say, that is the shape, so this new facelifted shape. It's a T28, so 2.8 tonne gross vehicle weight, 2 litre TDI diesel engine with 150 brake horsepower, so plenty of power in a van of this size, of course. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that. Short wheelbase Highline van, as I say, which has been professionally converted into a Kombi and has had this fantastic Leighton Vans kit added to it, including the lovely gloss black 20-inch LV1 alloy wheels, the lowering kit, sidebars, roof bars, that fantastic LVS front spoiler, which they are of course so famous for, and the all gloss black front end as well. So that's all of the grills and fog light surrounds on the front. Of course, this vehicle, being registered at the end of May, is covered under manufacturer's warranty until the end of May 2024, and that's when it's going to be due its first MOT as well. So this vehicle can be driven away today. If you'd like to inquire and see the full advert for this vehicle, including the price, of course, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk, where you'll see the full photography, as I say, along with the price as well. We will, of course, welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can, of course, arrange finance on all of our vehicles, including this lovely Volkswagen Transporter, at very competitive rates. We can also deliver our vans nationwide as well, so by all means get in contact and we can discuss all of this with you. Thank you very much for watching.